Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'm your host, Gabo Say So. We got Diddy's son needs to, all of a sudden I can't read. Diddy's son needs to quit rapping. I heard over the, what was it, like 2 days ago, that he dropped some shit where he was like disrespecting 50, coming at people's names and shit like that. I don't know. Let's get right into what this video is all about. I'm a man of the people. Y'all dragged me into this world. Now y'all about to get non-stop content.
Exclusives being distributed by academics has, I wouldn't say taken its toll. What's poppin', y'all? It looks like the era of exclusives being distributed by academics has, I wouldn't say taken its toll, but we're starting to get, I wouldn't say outright bums, but the quality and the expectation of the tracks is being diluted. For instance, we had Game drop a track on, I think this all started with Game.
Is that Rick Ross?
Game drops a track on Ross, fire track, good rapping by Game, anything we can expect. But when you hear, yo, exclusive track is dropping, you're not thinking, yo, I really got to hear that Game track. You're not thinking that. So the Game one was like, okay, cool. And I think that was probably premiered thanks to the relationship that academics has with Whack 100. And granted, I think this is great for academics. He's really winning off of this. And to premiere tracks, you're not going to be premiering Kendrick and, well, he didn't really premiere Kendrick, but Kendrick premiered on his. I think they really didn't want to give him anything since maybe they don't mess with him or they see that he's close with Drake. So it makes sense that they don't give him anything early. But Drake, Kendrick, you can't expect to just keep getting A-list exclusives, at least not at the rate that we had been getting them. But after this, we kind of went from A players, right, Drake, Kendrick, to B players. Well, Ross kind of threw himself in there. And then to, I wouldn't say nursing home, but legend, Game. Game is 100% a legend. If not a legend in general, minimum West
Nursing home is wild disrespectful. That's crazy. Game ain't that old, bro.
Coast legend. Then you've got F tier, D tier. I would put this guy below SoundCloud rappers in terms of actual fan base. So we've got D tier, King Combs, Diddy's son. And he drops this track called, this is how you know it's bad, called Pick a Side. I can't even find the lyrics of this. I look up the lyrics, the King Von track comes up. I tried everywhere. I'm not going to watch like a whole YouTube video for the lyrics, but I even tried different search platforms to see, hey, maybe it won't populate on Google, but it'll populate on something else. But no, nobody put in or bothered to put in the work to post this guy's lyrics.
Damn.
That just goes to show you how much people care about anything that he's got to say. With that being said, the song is done 215K in like 2 days. Not bad at all, I would say, numbers-wise, after premiering. But this song just sucks. The intro, it sucks. Like the melody, harmony that he's doing, it could have made sense if he got someone else to do it, but when he does it, it just doesn't sound good. So off rip, I don't want to listen to the song. And then he gets to rapping, and I will say this, his bars aren't that bad. Obviously, they're not great, and you're like, yo, he actually spit that. But if someone else had rapped them with better delivery, better flow, it would sound better. And I think King Combs' issue might be he just doesn't have the voice for rapping and the voice for rapping in the way that he wants to rap. Also, another funny thing, if King Combs was rapping the verses on this track, we would consider him, and he was a white dude, we'd be like, yo, what is this trust fund rap that we're hearing right now? Because the dude's flexing. He's like, yeah, my pops is in a G6. If you're asking where he's at, what? We're not asking where he's at. And yeah, I'm sure he is. Like, you're flexing your pops' accomplishments. And then he's trying to say, yeah, you know who held up New York. The whole thing is him. People would use the term glaze, but like, that's his pops. The whole thing is him kind of making an ode to his pops, which, is it him that's accused of allegedly passing chicks between him and his dad? Or is it the other one? There's King Combs and there's another guy that's involved in this. I think they were the ones that got arrested. Talking about, oh, the feds didn't know that we got a spot right next to the crib that we currently have. A lot of these bars were like, what's going on? Of course, this had to get cleared with Diddy. I don't think he's going to release this song without Diddy knowing. So Diddy said, hey, signed off on it and said, hey, you could drop this if you want. I think it's their attempt of speaking out about the situation without saying too much, although it does feel like he's saying too much. The funny thing he says, if someone says no Diddy, I'm going to smack him. First one that said no Diddy was Gucci Mane. He made a whole song called No Diddy. King Combs isn't smacking Gucci Mane. King Combs isn't really smacking anybody. Diddy, on the other hand, he seems to have handed out a couple of smacks in his time. He seems low temper. Or is it high temper? No. I would say he's got a temper. We'll put it like that. He's going to have to temper that, though, because he can't be getting into no BS in the position that he's in right now. Yeah, this King Combs song, I tried. I really tried to listen to it multiple times. I tried to give it an honest chance. I couldn't do it.
I'm not even going to front. I've always noticed Diddy's son, like, out here making music every once in a while, like, he'll drop something for whatever reason. And by the way, he's like a spitting image of his dad like 20 years ago. However you envision Diddy in the early 90s, bro, his son looked just like him. And maybe that's to his own detriment, because they see him and they just see Diddy. And nowadays, Diddy doesn't have the greatest reputation, and you're an extension of him. You know what I mean? And it's like kids of highly famous people have a hard time breaking out into their own anyway, especially the more successful their parent is. It seems like anything that you do, you got it easy because your dad was rich. It's kind of like what we're seeing with Bronny James entering the NBA, where people are like, yo, does he even deserve to be in the NBA? Or he's in the NBA because of his dad. Like, it's so hard for you to create your own lane. And I could respect Brother Man for, creating his own lane, but rapping ain't for everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes somebody got to tell you, bro. Like, you already rich. Am I bugging? Like, you already rich, technically. You don't have to go down a lane that's not really meant for you, because I feel like every time people talk about King Combs, it's like, number one, you refer to as Diddy's son, which is crazy, but then it's like people don't respect your art craft, or your music never really slapped like that. And he has features. I've seen him with Chris Brown. I've seen him with Kodak, but can't nothing lift off, bro. That's from my perspective.
So a lot of these bars you can't even take seriously. For instance, he says, police raid the crib like they think we selling crack, but we out here selling tracks, multi-million-dollar plaques. Does King Combs have a single plaque? Somebody please let me know. Does King Combs have a single solo plaque? Not a song that he collabed with some famous artist that he probably got because of his dad. An actual track by himself.
That's
and
tough.
He said multi-million-dollar tracks. So we're talking multi-platinum.
Bro, I ain't gonna front. He even moves like his dad, bro. Yo. I've never watched this kid perform a day in my life. But even on stage, as I'm watching this clip, tell me if these aren't shake your tail feather moves, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro.
Because of his dad, an actual track by himself. And he said multi-million.
That's Diddy
tracks.
right there, bro.
And we're talking multi-platinum.
Good Life Shrug.
If he's rapping his dad's bars, because his dad's got a lot of plaques, then what the hell are you doing?
That's all Diddy.
He also takes him at 50 Cent with the Pop's been hated on by many men. I think that's a pretty cool bar. It's nothing special, but taking aim at 50 Cent. He talks about going to the South Side. I'm pretty sure he's talking about South Side of Jamaica, which is where 50 Cent is originally from. And then when he says it's wartime, I feel like it's the rapper version of the kid saying, wow, my dad's a lawyer and I'm going to sue you.
I'm weak. Not the rapper version of my dad's a lawyer. Yikes. Yo.
Times in the past, I don't think I've said it on here. I might have been in a video a long time ago, but it wasn't even about King Combs. But it was on the topic of rich kids that try to rap. I think Baby Keem wasn't rich. I feel like if you are the son of Diddy or the son of 50 Cent or any of these people and you try to rap, you should probably try something more melodic, something more mainstream, something more poppy. But trying to rap tough, trying to rap this, a lot of them end up actually in that stuff. For example, Gilly's son, he ended up getting killed, and I think he was a rapper that was rapping about gangster stuff. So he was involved in that. But I don't know if he grew up his whole life as a rich kid, because we don't know Gilly's financial situation. His career had ups and downs. Obviously now Gilly's doing phenomenal, him and Wallow. But I don't know why they try to take that angle, because it just doesn't work. Like, we know your dad's rich. For example, T.I.'s son. Like, T.I.'s son's trying to rap, and is he really trying to rap as a gangster, or is he just playing gangster? It's one of those two, or both. But nobody's buying it. Nobody wants to hear it. Because everyone's thinking, man, you grew up in this great position. Sure, nobody's saying that you can't make music, but to make music talking tough and flexing your parents' accomplishments is crazy. And we've had rappers that have
Just
had
spoiled.
successful / famous dads before that have
And you know what it
succeeded in
is?
rap. For
You know what I'm starting to figure out what this is that's rubbing the fan base off? It's that old silver spoon treatment, like what's associated with rap, and I think as a culture we could like all agree a part of the struggle goes hand in hand with rap. Like, it's cool when a rapper makes it and he's living that life that he's always dreamt about. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. But the joint that pulls us in are the things that we could relate to. When a rapper talks about his struggles with either family, women, friends, those are the things that we could relate to, or just upbringing in life, or things that that artist has experienced. That draws the people in. But when you Diddy son, for an example, when you Bronny James, and it's like, well, I'm gonna leave Bronny out of this because he's not in this conversation. But when you Diddy son and you're trying to portray this tough guy act like you come from struggle, people see right through that shit. You know what I mean? And especially in today's day and age with the internet, people will troll you all day. Nobody don't give a damn about your dad's accomplishments. And a lot of people just won't like you because your dad been so successful. And now you trying to sound like your dad or come across like your dad or trying to come across like you a tough guy that we really need to fear. That's not how it works, bro. So I don't know. I just think it's the lack of struggle where people just have a hard time connecting to his music because, let's be honest, this kid has had a silver spoon in his mouth since day one, bro. You know what I mean? Maybach or what?
example, Rob Banks, although he wasn't really raised by his father, I don't think. His father's Shaggy. Damn, what's the song? I was about to say,
Wasn't me?
Admit it, like the R. Kelly album. He had the one song. It was the opposite of Admit It. I think it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Yeah.
He had a successful rap career. I don't know what he's doing right now, but at one point he was doing well. And then who else? We had Lil Tracy, actually, is the son of two music artists. His dad was a successful music artist, and his mom was a successful music artist. And nobody docks him any points, really. I think a lot of people don't know. But Lil Tracy just does his own thing, has his own style. He has a successful career. People will say, oh, Lil Tracy fell off, this and that. Yo, Lil Tracy's independent. He's been independent for a very long time. I don't know if he actually ever signed like a full-on deal. And he's got like 5 million monthly listeners. The dude is cooking. His shows still sell pretty well. So the guy he's comfortable. He's set. He's in an ideal position for an artist, probably making more than a lot of these artists that were lit and signed a couple of years ago. And that's coming from somebody that doesn't really listen to Lil Tracy's music like that. So for King Combs, what can you really make music about? If you talk about you're flexing, well, people are going to say, oh, you're flexing your dad's stuff. If you talk about you're getting hoes, honestly, he could probably just rap about that. But he would have to change the delivery or something, because listening to this, not only, even if I knew nothing about King Combs, just hearing the delivery and his voice and the way he raps, like this, it doesn't match. It's like this is not supposed to go together. But let me know what you think in the comments. Did you think this was hard? Please, if you enjoy King Combs music,
nah, I'm actually gonna bump
can you
to
let
it.
me
Why
know in
not?
the comments? And if you don't, what's stopping you? Was it the sound of the music in general? I'm not just talking about this track. Was it the fact that he's a rich kid? Was it about what he raps about? Give me
They go to join with Kodak,
or at least one reason. I'm really interested in hearing your guys' thoughts on this. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Soulja Boy is the biggest clown in hip hop. I'm gonna react to that. Let me see what the people are saying. 50 ain't saying nothing. All dudes still loses. Trust fund rap is wild. Dude's son been trash since day one. Out of all people to diss, he chose 50. Come on, bro. Yeah, I know. That's kind of tone deaf to start with 50, bro. 50 will take your beef to the grave, and even after you die, he still got shade for you. But yeah, son, this was Diddy's son needs to quit rapping. I'm about to tune in and check out this last song. We'll see, bro. We'll see. But I left off my thoughts in the video. I'm gonna holler at you guys next video. Hit the like and subscribe button for more content, because your boy just reacts to life at this point. Y'all mentioned it. I'm gonna check it out and give you my 2 cents. Till then, Mamba out.